Listen to how small the universe is.
Truly, there are men who have both the inward affection and the outward tears. But he who is thus will be a Jeremiah. In weeping, El Elo measures more of the sorrow than the tears. Then said John, O Master, how does man lose in weeping over things other than sin? Jesus answered, if Herod should give you a mantle to keep it for him, and afterwards should take it away from you, would you have reason to weep? No, said John. Then Jesus said, now has man less reason to weep when he loses anything, or has not that which he would, for all comes from the hand of El Elo. Accordingly, shall not El Elo have power to dispose at his pleasure of his own things, O foolish man? For you have of your own sin alone, and for that ought you to weep, and not for aught else. Matthew said, O Master, you have confessed before all Judea that El Elo has no similitude like man, and now you have said that man receives from the hand of El Elo. Accordingly, since El Elo has hands, he has a similitude with man. Jesus answered, you are in error, O Matthew, and many have so erred, not knowing the sense of the words. For man not to consider not the outward form of the words, but the sense, seeing that human speech is, as it were, an interpreter between us and El Elo. Now, knew you not that when El Elo willed to speak to our fathers on Mount Sinai, our fathers cried out, speak you to us, O Moses, and let not El Elo speak to us, lest we die. And what said El Elo by Isaiah the prophet, but that so far as the heavens is distant from the earth, even so are the ways of El Elo distant from the ways of men, and the thoughts of El Elo from the thoughts of men. El Elo is so immeasurable that I tremble to describe him. But it is necessary that I make to you a proposition. I tell you, then, that the heavens are 9, and that they are distant from one another, even as the first heaven is distant from the earth, which is distant from the earth 500 years' journey. Wherefore, the earth is distant from the highest heaven 4,500 years' journey. I tell you accordingly that the earth is in proportion to the first heaven as the point of a needle, and the first heaven in like manner is in proportion to the second as a point, and similarly all the heavens are inferior each one to the next. But all the size of the earth with that of all the heavens is in proportion to paradise as a point, no, as a grain of sand. Is this greatness immeasurable? The disciples answered, yes, surely. Then Jesus said, as El Elo lives, in whose presence my soul stands, the universe before El Elo is small as a grain of sand, and El Elo is as many times greater than it as it would take grains of sand to fill all the heavens and paradise and more. Now consider you If Elo has any proportion with man, who is a little piece of clay that stands upon the earth, beware then that you take the sense and not the bare words, if you wish to have eternal life. The disciples answered, Elo alone can know himself, and truly it is as said Isaiah the prophet, he is hidden from human senses. Jesus answered, so is it true. Wherefore, when we are in paradise, we shall know Elo, as here one knows the sea from a drop of salt water. Gospel of Barnabas, chapter 104.